Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Coaster in a very special park today. The Aztec Park. Yes, this is still a thing from last year. Didn't finish it off, but now we are. And the special thing about this is that from now on all the progress, well most of the progress you'll see in these videos of this park is built on stream. With live feedback of people who are watching it. Some criticisms and stuff, and like it's just super great. I really enjoy it, and we did a lot. Like I think this video is like 4 hours of worth of stream, and that boils down to 10 minutes of sped up footage. So that gives a bit of perspective in how much time I put into videos like this. But it's it's been really interesting to have the people like give live feedback, and I think it really made it easier for me to build as well. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more of this, and also in other parks like Jollywood, the Palace Zoo, other things. And the main thing is I'm still gonna make a video for the channel like this, because I just want to have like a nice video like we're used to. But you can still watch back the entire stream in the past live streams playlist on my channel if you want, if you're more into that. Anyway, what are we doing today in the park? Well, we are fixing or refurbishing the park that I built before with a few TNTK pieces I found along the way, like the ruined pieces, of course, the favorite piece I'm using everywhere. But it works very well, I think. Works pretty nicely. So yeah, I put a lot of it everywhere, and then it looks a bit more. It's a bit more contrast in the build. Bit more interesting to look at as well. And if you look at a picture from an Aztec temple, it's also not green, it's more like whitish if they clean it properly. So it fits better with the whole aesthetic we're going for. And yeah, that's like basically the first few minutes of this video. This was all during the first stream, and I'll tell you when we switched to the second stream, because that was like a new thing again. And yeah, just hanging out a bit, trying to get the delay of the streams a bit lower than it is now, but it's tough. I stream in 2K and 60 frames, and whether that means I cannot select the lowest latency mode on YouTube, because YouTube is a bit stupid like that. But like the video should be butter smooth and very nice quality, so I hate it when I'm watching a stream and I can't make out the stuff he or she is doing, and I don't know, I'm just a quality nerd, so yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, here we're at the part where we're building the main temple, the main weenie of the park, as Sylv would say. It's a Aztec Pyramid, and it's the exit of the ride as well. It's like a little souvenir shop in the base of it, that we're like not finishing today, but it's for a future stream. And it goes up in levels, as you see in a bit. And it's just an Aztec temple, I guess. Not really a lot to say about it. I'm yawning again because I'm doing a voiceover. Oh my god, this is so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, I really feel like doing streams is activating the community a bit more. And I'm curious to see what people would are like suggesting live, and often we've already incorporated quite a bit of stuff while we're building it. So yeah, it's really interesting. And then once all of this is complete, I will make a nice cinematic tour of the zoo with Fiverr, like professional voiceovers, and I'm gonna put a lot of more thought into that. And if you want to support that whole endeavor and make it possible to invest a bit more in the channel, become a member, and that really helps out a lot. Even only one people, if only one guy does it in the long term, so that's amazing. What are we doing now? We're building the top of the temple, like nice and Aztec. And the only thing we really need to do is cover up the show building at the back side of this, because there's a big dark ride in there, and we don't want the guests at front to see that white building. Well, it isn't there yet, but in the end there will be like a white like backstage building covering the whole ride, and of course you don't want the perspective of the guests to interfere with that from the park. But that will all make itself figure it out, blah 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 blah. So that's gonna be fine. Now I'm just covering it a bit in moss and or like vines, whatever, like ivy, I guess, to make it seem a bit more overgrown. Because this is this park again. It takes place like in the when they first discovered it, so there's still a lot of stuff on it that nature kind of took over when the people left it or something. Maybe people still like lived there at the time when the explorers came. It's a fun thing, fun concept for a ride. I thought I need to work maybe a bit more on the individual scenes, what I want for each scene. But again, the community, like the stream aspect, is great for that because people might have a great idea while building it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool scene. Let's do that for this little part of the ride. And yeah, it makes it just such a fun experience. Yeah, okay. And then here, building more Aztec things into the temple. Of like, just the temple pieces to blend it a bit better with the rest of the park. And here I'm just doing the queue. You go up like the side of the temple, so it's nice, some nice verticality in the park as well. I really like that to do that. Otherwise it would be entirely flat, and oh my god, I don't use a lot of terraforming usually in these builds, because like if you're building a park you don't really want to have a lot of mountains, because maybe people in wheelchairs or like just like older people would have a bit of trouble going up like a mountain and down a mountain, blah blah blah, or like a big hill even. So that's not ideal for a theme park. It also costs money to work around that. I mean, I live in the Netherlands and we don't have any mountains. So our tallest hill is like 300 meters tall. But yeah, so I'm not used to have like a mountain environment. So that's why my builds often may also look a bit flat. But I try to circumvent that with nice theming and stuff. Of course, okay. This is the second stream here. And in this part we're building the interior of the restaurant. That's also like technically the first scene when you come from the station in the ride. You can see from the restaurant, you can see the ships coming by, as you can see here, and it's just like a nice little thing that also happens in Pirates of the Caribbean, in Disneyland Paris, and some other rides as well. I think it's a really nice concept to have like the restaurant immediately there before you like enter the proper section of the park, of the ride. Because if you do it midway the ride, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. It would take you out of that immersion, but like this is the first scene, so it's completely fine. The trouble I had here was like making it seem look natural, like a natural cavern. Especially the roof in a bit, that was a bit of a pain. But people had like fun ideas here as well. Fun ideas here to make like a big statue dude sitting on a rock holding up the ceiling. And so that was like one of those, an example of what you can suggest. And then you have a big part in the end result. So yeah, a bit more interactivity going on there. Here's the big guy. Wow. Yeah, I went with like the plus size, I should say, model of the statue. I don't know, because it's a restaurant and you would eat at a restaurant, so it's like you got a lot. Wow. Okay, and then yeah, I'm doing some more rocky rocks here. So interesting. Wow, not really. I mean, this was kind of nice to build on stream because it doesn't take too much brain power to like completely think how to build it and stuff. It will be a bit more interesting with the dark ride sections. So each scene probably gonna one stream, and then maybe 2 scenes that I'm gonna build. We'll see. I don't want it to make it too long, of course. We want to finish this park as well. It's not gonna be another year, hopefully. Oh yeah, here's the roof. That was the toughest part of the stream, and by far, because you need to make it look like not like artificial. So I put some rocks in the ceiling to yeah, just make it seem a bit better. And then you should basically only see this at night time, because it just looks better then. You'll see that in a bit in the video as well, just how And nice it looks with the nighttime lighting I'm doing here, just one shot. But you'll see that in a bit. And some foliage. I don't know, this probably shouldn't grow in a cave, but you know, it's Planko, it looks better. Not going to be entirely realistic with this park, since there's also big cobblestones on the floor that people in wheelchairs wouldn't really like. But yeah, putting some vines here and there. But that was basically the first video of the live stream content. So yeah, all of this you can watch back entirely if you want in the past live streams playlist. But like I think like a video of this is more suited to most people. Yeah, I really enjoyed building in this. So yeah, make sure you join the next streams and stuff when we are like continuing in this build. And happy to see you guys. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah, bye!